Just think about being an orc. It'd be like, "Hey!" Welcome back to Odds of War. I'm Matt.
I'm Carly.
And today we have an awesome battle report of the Thousand Suns versus the Orks.
The Orks.
A contingent of Scarab Occult Terminators lead the Ninth Form in an all-out assault on an Orc encampment. Their goal? To retrieve arcane ritual components lost in an earlier Orc raid. They face belligerent Meganobs and their cowardly Gretchin repair crew from the Black Claw Bad Moons. Will the sorceress might of the Thousand Suns prevail? Or will the Orcs prove that they are in fact the biggest and the best? Find out today on Odds of War.
Our plan will prevail for Prospero, for Magnus, for the glory of Tizca, for all is dust.
Alright lads, let's duff 'em up and send 'em packing, and keep these puny runts in order.
Carly, you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah. You haven't
Hey.
been on in a while, but we've been working on stuff behind the scenes.
We've got other stuff going on,
Yeah.
life and all that. And now
Yeah.
we've got this surprise
time at home.
time to be at home.
Yeah.
So,
But
I
so-
can actually expand
Participate,
my
expand,
horizons
yeah.
a little bit more
Yeah,
here.
but
So.
you're bringing the Orcs, the Black Claw
Orcs.
Bad Moons,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing the Ninth Form of the Thousand Suns.
Very
So
cool.
we're about to talk about the lists. If that's not your thing and you just want to skip straight to the battle report, you can do so using the timestamps in the description below and check out the lists down there as well. And for you guys on mobile, we'll put the timestamps in the comment section.
It's all there for you, folks.
It's all there. It's all there. But if you're still here for that, that means you want to hear us talk about the lists. So I today am bringing the Thousand Suns. We're bringing some Terminators. We're bringing some Rubrics. We're bringing a single Tzaangor. So we'll just go through it. For my leader today is a Scarab Occult Sorcerer with Power Stave and Inferno combi-bolter. He doesn't have a name yet. Maybe he's gonna earn his name today. We'll find out. Basically, anytime he's been on the channel before, he's just died. So maybe today is his time to shine.
I mean, he sounds kind of powerful when you were telling me about his psychic ability.
Yes, so powerful you might say he's the first one to get targeted and then dies.
I see. Okay.
So, but there you have it.
Is he technically an elite model or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's from the Elites expansion. He's, and he's powerful.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. He's powerful.
Okay.
But apparently not very survivable. But we'll see.
Right.
Dropping down to specialists, we've got Azek, my Blessed of Tzeentch. He's the wielder of the Icon of Flame. He's a Rubric Marine with an Icon of Flame and a Inferno bolter. He's going to be my veteran specialist today, so he's going to get a little pregame move, which will be nice.
Okay.
Over here we've got a Rubric Marine gunner with a Soulreaper cannon. He is my Demolitions specialist.
He
so
reaps souls, huh?
Yep, he reaps souls with his
reaping
cannon,
'em.
just reaping them. I'm excited for him because he'll be providing my good, okay at least, long-range fire support.
Confidence is key, man.
Confidence. You can do it, man. Last couple times I've played him, I haven't played him very well. He's gotten tied up in combat rather quickly, and so then
So he can't really. He doesn't have his time to shine.
yeah. So I gotta play him a little smarter. And then we've got a Twistbray Tzaangor, who is my zealot. So he's going to be looking. I'm going to try to use him today to skirt around your Meganobs and go attack your Gretchin.
I mean, spoilers.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, that's what you think.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
the,
Meganobs will stop him. Who
Grats
knows?
will just surprise you.
They are surprisingly dangerous in large numbers. And then dropping down from specialists to non-specialists, I've got a Scarab Occult Terminator Gunner with a heavy Warp Flamer and Power Sword, and a Scarab Occult Terminator with Inferno Combi-bolter and Power Sword.
Oh, I didn't notice the little bird above his gun.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of bird, sort of things, because they are, right, they're patrons of Tzeentch, or Tzeentch is their patron god, however that works. However they patronize each other, I don't know. And
it's like just an equal exchange, you know.
Yeah, and so
I'll scratch your back if you.
Yeah, exactly. And Tzeentch is like a bird-headed god, so that's where that comes in. So that's them. We're playing at 150 points. I think I'm like at 148 or something like that. Thousand Suns stuff can get expensive surprisingly quickly. So
we're playing. The goal sort of was to play a low model count.
Yeah, well that's how it started, and then we sort of like we were like, but
wait a second, let's toss some other guys in there. But still, like lore wise or story wise, we're like continuing on, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
The last time, that's what you told me, when the Thousand Suns and the Orks.
Yeah, so last time we saw the Thousand Suns and Orks, Rico was playing his Orks, and they broke into the Thousand Suns ritual site and looted some goods from them. So obviously then the Black Claw Bad Moons nicked it off of Rico's Orks. And then so now we're coming to reclaim
and now they're
those treasures.
Like, they both sent in their sort of like elite things to take care of business.
The Scarab Occult Terminators struck in, and then the Meganobs were like, "Oi, we gonna stop them?
Gotta stop this."
No, I love it.
I was gonna try.
No, I love it. It's great.
I gotta work up that confidence in the orc, in my orky nature.
No, it's good. I love it.
Anyway.
But so you today are bringing.
So I have the Orks. No, I'm gonna get this accent right.
No, I love it. It's good.
The Orks.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
The Orks.
Yeah. The Orks.
Just imagine having great big teeth.
Great big teeth.
There you go.
Okay.
That was like perfect.
Great big teeth.
There you go.
And my big hammers.
There it is.
I gotta just keep doing that. Like, squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got my leader.
Yeah.
Southern Orks.
Southern Orks.
We're gonna go for the Southern Orks now. I've got my leader.
Yep.
Up front, he's got his leadership abilities.
Yeah.
He's got a Power Claw and a Kustom Shoota. Okay, which aren't as fancy as what's going on behind him.
Right.
So,
but he's got the loudest voice.
Yeah.
Because he's shouting out commands.
Right. Well, and what you were saying about he's got so much going on. He's an easy target. I mean, this way I want him to stay. To get my extra command point as long as possible, so maybe I can stave off. But I mean, the Power Claw is actually still pretty
very
impressive.
Scary.
Yes.
Yeah. Any of these Meganobs could just kill anyone on my team in the combat phase just very easily.
Yeah.
Very
and his
easily.
Kustom Shoota still gets 4 attacks, which, even though my little Skorcha is a little bit more fancy, it has its little caveats of give and take with that. So I mean, it's still a respectable little gun, I suppose. But since the Orks are more about the combat.
Yeah.
Mr. I skipped over the fact that he's my Demolitions expert.
Yeah, so you have your Demolitions
guy there. So
he's
going to give me a little boostio. Not a bustier. Boostio in the...
It's like a cod piece, a bustier, right? It's like Rob Boustio is like it's like a cod piece. Just to provide support, it lifts and separates.
Well, what does he do for me again? I don't know. I was trying to buy time, and I still can't remember.
He is a +1 to wound. Yeah, he's like my demolition specialist. So
it's kind of one of those weird convoluted ones where if you're obscured, then I get something to the wound roll. But anyway.
Right.
And then my double kill saw guy here, which is a cool weapon. And then I have my grots, my Gretchin, which are super fun, and they are all wielding these
little gears and equipment to
it's all very thematically.
They're there to help fix up the armor and stuff. Here's
and they're
the
just
thing.
cool and they're fun and they're gonna, do.
They're gonna do things.
Yeah.
I am very actually scared of your combat specialism guy because the kill saw, the pair of kill saws, you get the extra attack. The combat specialism gives you an extra attack. So you're sitting at 5 attacks. You're at strength 10, so you're going to be wounding my entire team on 2s. You are damage 2, which is exactly what you need to kill a Terminator because they're 2 wounds. It's no more, no less. And I mean, it's going to put me on my invuln no matter how you slice it. So it's very scary. He could kill
but I
them
mean,
very
I have
easily.
to get into combat with you, and I mean, that's all about slow movement and getting charge rolls and you not hiding out and getting me with psychic powers first.
Yeah, but that's the thing is the mission we're going to be playing is going to force me to come to you and you to come to me. So we're going to have to be in combat over the middle point very quickly. Let's not forget, though, the lucky blue gets in your kill team as a scout. So so he gets to reroll his advanced rolls and stuff.
What were you telling me about the that lore-wise, the Gretchin in theory might have been the
Brain Boys.
Brain Boys.
Yeah,
at
so
some point.
that's a theory, a fan theory, I think, more than anything about
like
the Orks. Is that right? The Orks were created by the old ones, who they called the Brain Boys, and but then they lost control of the Orks, and then flash forward to today, it's what we have.
The
fan theory is that the Gretchin, they might have been the Brain Boys that created the Orks. Because look, they're puny, they're weak, they can't protect themselves, so they created the Orks as bigger, stronger Orks that are stupid, so they would be easy to control, but they're so belligerent and so warlike that they just ran it over. Yeah. So
preview for things to come.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see something like that in an upcoming narrative. Who knows? Who knows?
I meant with humanity, but that's cool too.
Oh, yeah, well,
I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
Social commentary here at Odds of War. So those are the lists. The mission we're playing today is Objective Ultima out of the Elites book. We thought it would be a fairly balanced mission between our two teams. So, without any further ado, are you ready?
Sure.
I'm ready too. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right, we are all set up here for this game of Objective Ultima. It's the 9th form of the Thousand Suns versus the Black Claw Bad Moons. That's right, the mission we are playing today is Objective Ultima. So basically you'll see there's 5 objectives scattered around the board, 1 in the center, and then 1 equidistant towards each corner there. To score points, basically, whoever has the most points at the end of the game is the winner. To score points, you have to hold the center objective and at least one other outside objective, okay? And so you'll score points for the number of outside objectives you hold for each battle round if you control the center objective, is basically how it goes. Breaking is not a real consideration in this one. It doesn't end the game or anything like that. So that's basically it. It's just whoever has the most points at the end wins. Just to talk about the board really quick, we've got some large stones here. Obviously, the Thousand Suns they're assaulting this orc encampment, and that's what's brought the Meganobs out to stop them. Because we're trying to perhaps reclaim some lost pieces of a silver tower of Tzka, perhaps. But
the Zork says no.
That's right. They do, in fact, say no.
The pirate orcs say no.
Yeah, they're a little piratey. Yeah, they looted some stuff. So our rocks are blocking line of sight. All of our rubble piles here, either orc scrap piles or our Imperial rubble piles here, these are all going to be counted as difficult terrain. Everything else is just going to be granting obscurement and the like. We're going to be able to vault over all of these. To talk about difficult terrain, in the scouting phase, we actually both picked Scout Out Terrain. Now, I only rolled a 1 for mine, so I scouted out this piece of terrain since it was in the center.
But I rolled a 5, so I get 3,
you got
so
3.
I'm going to go boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so here, here, and here?
Yep.
Okay, and so then that means I'll be ignoring this difficult terrain at least. You'll be ignoring those 3 that you just pointed out. So that is it for the setup here. I do have a veteran move here, which I'm going to activate. So I'll spend a CP to do my veteran move, and I'll advance him with that veteran move, rolling a 6. There we go. So he gets an 11-inch move out the gate. So I'm going to do that now. Let's see, where does 11 get me? Ooh, nice far distance there. Carly, will you just put your finger down on that for me? Thank you. So I don't want to go that full distance because I don't want to die immediately. So he'll just go here instead. Well within my purview. So there we go. That's it. Now we are officially ready to go. Azek looking to leverage that Icon of Flame early. So now we'll roll off for initiative to see who gets initiative for round 1. Orcs versus Thousand Suns. I've rolled a 9. That's the blessed number of Tzeentch.
Ooh,
you rolled a 7. Vegas odds, but not quite good enough because, of course, blessed of Tzeentch, number 9, will take the initiative. We'll take our movements, and we'll come right back. It is the end of the movement phase here for round 1. Thousand Suns had initiative, so just to go over it really quick. Our Twistbray Zealot here advanced. We're taking the long outside path, hoping to get on an objective later in the game. Our Scarab Occult Terminator here moved up onto this objective, as did our Demolitions Soulreaper Cannon getting on this objective. Our Terminator with the Heavy Warp Flamer and our Sorcerer Leader both moved up into midfield, starting to get towards the objective in the center. And Azek, Blessed of Tzeentch, moved from his perch here over onto the center objective here. So that's for the Thousand Suns. Carly, tell us what you did with the Orks.
Well, the Orks are, same thing. I'm covering my objectives over here.
So our leader over
didn't
here.
have to worry about the difficult terrain to get over
but we
there.
did advance
but I did
for
advance.
the extra movement.
Yeah, I moved up all my grots.
Yes, the Grot Squad. Direct and crew.
So
crew version 2.
currently, they sort of have control over the middle objective.
They absolutely do.
But they are also very likely going to die
They could die.
soon.
They could die.
Now this guy hasn't moved yet because I'm going to charge him. I'm going to attempt to charge this guy, but we wanted to show that.
So our Meganob, that's our Demolitions expert,
my
right?
Demolitions expert, Meganob.
He's charging here. So we measured it up. You need a 7 to make the charge.
Yeah.
I moved, so I can't retreat, so I'm going to Overwatch. So I'm within 12 inches for rapid fire, so it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 6s. Oh, we do get 1 hit. Okay. Now this is a Strength 4 weapon to Toughness 4 for the Meganob, so we're looking for a 4 to wound. Ooh. That's no wound.
Go.
Looking for a 7 to make the charge. Oh, we got hair. Hair in the field.
It's a hairy situation.
All right, looking for a 7 to make the charge. Oh, with an 11, he can go wherever he wants. So we're going to go ahead and move him in, and then we'll go into the psychic phase coming up next. All right, so we've moved in. The Meganob Demolitions expert rolling an 11. It looks like Azek's days are numbered. We'll see. But speaking of numbered and Azek, it is his opportunity here at the start of the psychic phase to sling a mortal wound into you with his Icon of Flame. Does he do it? No, he doesn't. That's fine. But our leader, seeing the dire situation that Azek is in, can't let this Icon of Flame fall. We've already lost too many relics of a bygone age. He'll sling a Psybolt into your Meganob, looking for a 5. Oh my goodness. It's a Perils. It's a Perils. That's really bad.
So now, basically, all of us die and the game ends right here, right?
We'll find out. Okay. So here's the choice.
Oh, God.
I can spend my last CP to re-roll a psychic test, and then I hopefully won't Perils. Or,
wait, so how many of the models on the board is it going to affect?
So it would be everyone within 3 inches.
Oh,
so
my God.
it would catch my Demolitions expert And it would still catch you. It would still catch you.
But it would get all three of your guys. You'd only have
Yes.
one. You'd only have the two guys left on the board.
But to be fair, this is only if it slays him, because it might do him damage. But I might re-roll the. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to keep this result. So I'm going to do D3 mortal wounds to myself. Okay. Hopefully, I just roll a 1. Okay. I just roll a 1 and I'm fine. Roll a 1. Roll a 1. It's a 2. That's not good. Okay.
Okay.
So I do 2 mortal wounds to myself. So I'd go into an injury test. Okay. If I survive the injury test, I get to do D3 mortal wounds to your Meganob. But if I am taken out of action, I will probably be spending my CP to reroll that. So we'll see. Okay. Oh God, it's an out of action. This is bad. So I'm going to spend. This is horrible. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll my injury test. Okay.
All right.
Looking for a 1, 2, or a 3. Okay. Okay. So I'm out of CP, but I am on a flesh wound.
Game.
I'm on a flesh wound there. That's pretty bad.
Okay.
But I do get to do D3 mortal wounds.
You get to do the do, huh? Okay.
It's just 1. It's just 1 wound.
Lucky day.
Oh man.
Okay.
Wow, that was rough.
So I really shouldn't probably use my
No, I would
tactic.
not use dead hard at this
All
point
right.
because it's
Yeah,
it's not worth.
It's not that dire.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not that
All
bad.
right.
Okay.
All
So
right.
that's psychic phase, an eventful one already. This is what I was talking about. This sorcerer.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So
survive. He's got a death
wild.
wish. It is the shooting phase. So no one has any readied models. So we just have non-readied models, starting with the player with initiative. We're going to start off here with the Thousand Suns, of course. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my Demolitions expert here. I have to really try to clear these grots because I got to try to hold this objective. I got to hope that Azek survives this attack from the Meganob. So I got to start clearing off some of these grots here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my line of sight. So I've got 1 grot that's not obscured. So this lead grot is not obscured. So I have 4 shots from my Demolitions expert. So I'm going to send 2 shots into this lead Gretchin, and I'm going to send 2 shots into the Gretchin right behind him. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do the 2 shots for the lead Gretchin, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. It's strength 5 to toughness 2, so it's 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds. Okay, its AP is -3, so you get no save. And it's just damage 1 though, so let's see an injury test for that Gretchin. Oh, it's just a flesh wound. Oh no.
He's in it. He's a tough guy.
And then we've got our 2 shots into the Gretchin behind him. I was hoping to clear that Gretchin, but unfortunately. So 2 shots hitting on 4s now because he's still obscured. Just 1 hit, but wounding on 2s still, thankfully. Gets the wound and no save. Now this will be an injury roll, which is an out of
He's
action.
out.
Okay, so he's gone. So he's dead.
Should I use 2 CP to save him?
Oh no.
I was kidding.
I mean, yes, the will of Zinj wills you to save your Gretchin.
I mean, you know, he's a trooper.
You know what?
I just really
He is a trooper.
wasn't ready to see him go.
He wasn't ready to go, that's for sure. So he's shot.
So I'm going to use my custom Shoota into, let's just say, I'm going to go for
the leader.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the leader.
It's a leader off.
It's a leader against leader. And,
All right.
he's maimed, so I feel good about
maimed
this.
is the correct word. All right, so that's going to be 4 shots,
right, so I
and we
got
are
4
obscured
shots.
and
It's
at long
obscured.
range, so it's hitting on 6s.
Okay.
So 4 shots, hitting on 6s.
All right,
Here we go.
and-
No, but you do get to re-roll this 1 because you are the bad moons. No, okay.
Womp, womp.
So nothing there, so he's fired.
Okay.
So we're going to go
well,
into the Thousand Suns once again. I'm so used to playing both the Orks and the Thousand Suns that I'm like, so we're going to do then we're going to, all right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fire my Demolitions expert, he's not my Demolitions expert, that's my Demolitions expert.
Okay.
This is my Heavy Warp Flamer. It's got an 8-inch range, and I'm going to fire it, yeah. So I'm going to fire it into, this guy is my primary target, and then I'll split shots into the next couple, however, depending on the number of shots I get. So let's find out. So it's D6 shots for one shot. So we won't be splitting it anywhere. It'll just be going into the flesh-wounded Gretchin. So that is a strength 5, so 2's to wound, because it auto-hits, because it's a flamer. So that is a wound. The AP is -1, so you'll be getting no save. Now, the injury roll, because you already have a flesh wound, is going to be a 3-up, because I get a +1 to the roll. Okay, he's out of action. So that's another Gretchin slain. Oh, Gretchin boy,
Gretchin,
the pipes are calling.
Gretchin graveyard over here.
Yeah, well, you know, it was always going to be that.
Twas always thus.
So next up, you actually just have your 2 Gretchin right here that can fire.
I'm gonna fire my Grot Blaster.
Grot blasters into this guy here.
Probably the guy that's gonna give me 5-up, because it's already gonna be very unlikely to even do anything. So I need all the luck I can get.
So we're just within 6 inches here. Okay. So it'll be 2 shots, 1 from each Grot Blaster, hitting on 5s. Oh, gets a hit.
I get a hit.
Okay, and then so now that is a strength 3 from the Grot Blaster into toughness 4, so wounding on a 5. Oh, gets a wound. Well, luckily I am a Terminator, so I get a 2-up save. Oh, okay, thank goodness. I was a little worried.
That would have been so fun.
All right, so then that's it for Orks. You are all fired.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, you know, for your trouble, I'm going to send my combi-bolter here into your leader. See how you like it. So that's going to be 4 shots from me, because we are within 12. But you are obscured, so, and I do have a flesh wound, so it's going to be 4 shots hitting on 5s. Ouch. That's no hits. That's no hits at all.
Oh, there you go.
Then the last thing we have to do is this.
He's all fired up about the loss of his Gretchin.
He is. He's mad. He's mad about those Gretchin. You know,
that's
oddly
not
enough,
actually accurate.
Yeah.
No,
he's actually, he probably is loving it. He's like having a big laugh.
Good, they're gone.
So last thing we're going to do is firing my Terminator here, his Inferno combi-bolter. I'm actually going to fire it across the way here. I could be firing it into these Gretchin. The unfortunate fact, though, is that I can't see thanks to this thing. They're so small. And I don't think, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't think it was planned, but thanks to this barricade and everything, I can't see them. So we're going to be firing into this guy, 4 shots, because we are within 12, but he is obscured because of this outcrop here from the rock. So 4 shots hitting on 4s. That's just going to be 2 hits. Strength 4 to toughness 4 means 4s to wound. No wounds. Oh boy, that's not good for the Thousand Suns. That is going to bring us to the end of the shooting phase and right into the fight phase.
Yeah.
It is the fight phase, and we've got the fight of the millennia here. Right here, it's the Demolition Specialist versus Azek. He shares the namesake of Ahriman himself. Can he survive? This Meganob with 3 attacks, hitting on 4s because of his Power Claw.
Okay, so I got 3 shots hitting on 4s.
That is 2 hits. That's bad for Azek. That's a strength 10 weapon, everybody, and that's a toughness 4.
So he's,
Rubric Marine, so 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
Oh, it's 2 wounds. But Azek is not without protection. He is a Rubric Marine. He's got a 5-up invulnerable save. So 2 5-ups here. It's happened before. It could happen again.
Oh, so close.
Not even close.
Look at that.
Ouch. Ouch.
Well, it's actually very close.
Yeah, so that's going to be a D3 damage. So just the first one goes through. So roll just a single D3 to see what the damage is. It's 3. Ouch. So now you go to injury roll, and that's going to be you roll 3 dice, and you pick the highest for your result. Show me 3 ones. Show me 3 ones. It's a 1, a 2, and a 6, and that unfortunately means Azek is out of action. Ooh, big. It's the orky way to go.
The orky way.
There you go. So he piles in there. So that means that both of my guys get to swing. So we're going to go ahead and do those. So let's start off with the Terminator. He'll move here to contest, right? And then so he's got 2 attacks. He's going to be hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits.
Ooh,
Strength 4, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, and that is at AP -3 because it is a power sword, meaning that you get a 5-up save.
Okay.
Oh, he makes it! Oh no, that's no good. All right, so then our sorcerer here.
He's a strong fella.
He is strong. He's putting in work. I generally think Meganobs are overcosted, but I mean, look at him go.
Not today.
Yeah, not today. So now my sorcerer here, he gets 2 attacks with his power stave. He's got a -1 to hit because of his flesh wound here. So 2 attacks hitting on 4s. That's 1 hit. Strength 6 though, so 3s to wound. Gets the wound. It's only AP -1 though, so you get a 3-up save. Fail this. I need you to fail this. Oh! Fails. So it's D3 damage. It's 2 damage, so that would be 2 more wounds onto you, bringing you to an injury roll.
Oh, an injury roll.
So it's 2
Almost
dice
out
here
of
for the injury
action.
roll.
Okay.
Looking for a 4-up. We'd make it with a 4-up. Now would be the time if you want to use 2 CP for just a flesh wound.
Let's try it. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
2
this.
CP.
All right,
So
I'm
now
going to
you'll
use just
roll.
a flesh wound.
Yep, and you'll be looking for a 4-up.
I just roll 1, right?
Just a single roll.
Oh, God, I need a 4-up and then...
Oh, no. Okay, so he
like
is
that.
taken out of action.
Just like that. It's
all right,
over.
so that's a little bit better. I'll take my little consolidate move there. That sort of evens things out, but now we go to the morale phase. So we'll start off with initiative. So I have 1 model out of action and 1 on a flesh wound of my original 6. So I don't have to take a break check. And for nerve tests, because I have a flesh wound here, I would take a nerve test there, but the 1 model out of action and the 1 friendly model within 2 inches cancel each other out, so it can't fail. So no problems there. For the orcs, you've got 3 out of action of your original 7 and no flesh wounds, so no break check needed and no nerve checks needed across the board. Now we go to scoring. The orcs hold the center objective, and the 1,000 Suns unfortunately are out. So that means the orcs will score 1 point here and 1 point here for the mission, giving them a lead of 2-0. Now we'll go into the initiative phase for round 2. The 1,000 Suns for their initiative roll a 7, and the orcs for their initiative roll a 9. It's reversed. The will of Tzaangor goes with the orcs, it seems. All right, we'll take our movements and we'll come right back. So we are almost done with the orcs movement phase. Carly, tell us what you've done.
So I decided to move my Gretchin off to the objectives here. This guy could just do it in regular movement.
Yep.
I had to roll to get this guy over here.
Yep, had to use the scout re-roll.
Yes, I had to use my... I've already used up my 2 command points for this round.
Yep.
To re-roll to get this guy within...
Or to use the quick march.
The quick march to get this guy over here. And then
advanced here.
I was moving my leader to try to take this middle objective, but I failed in doing so with even just a single advance roll, so I did have to use my second command point to reroll.
Yeah.
So I'm going commando on my, on my command points.
There you go.
And but now I'm going to attempt, and I'm going to attempt
a charge right here.
A charge on that guy, and maybe I can take him out. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it'll fail miserably.
We'll find out. We measured it up. It's an 8-inch charge. Now, I don't want to retreat here because I would really like you to just fail the charge. So I'm going to take my Overwatch here. So that's 4 shots hitting on 6s because of Overwatch. We do get a hit. So it's going to be a wounding on a 4. No. Ouch. Okay, and now your charge range, looking for an 8.
Alrighty.
Gets a
Oh,
7.
here we go, though,
But
right?
here we go, you get to re-roll
Here
it.
we go.
Oh! Unfortunate. All right, so we'll decide whether or not we're moving him, and we'll take our Thousand Suns movement and come right back. It is the end of the movement phase for the Thousand Suns. Our demolition expert here readied up. He's probably eyeballing this Gretchin down the way.
Oh.
Our other Terminator readied up here, once again probably eyeballing this Gretchin. And our leader and our heavy flamer Terminator both moved up to get within 2 inches of the objective. I don't really want to fight with you because power claws are scary, so I'm going to try to just shoot you off the board. Last thing we have is our zealot specialist here is going to attempt to charge around the rock to your combat specialism. So we are outside of 7, so it's going to be a 7-inch charge. There's no overwatch because all he has is a stick bomb, which is a 6-inch bomb, and he can't retreat because he's already used his movement action for this round. So we're just looking for a 7. Oh, we get it just with a 7. So we'll pop ourselves in right there, and that's it. So we'll go into the psychic phase. It's the psychic phase. No icon of flame, unfortunately, so we're just going to try to put a psi bolt into your leader here, looking for a 5. That's a 6, goes through. Very nice. And you'll just take 1 wound.
Okay.
All right. And with that, the shooting phase commences. We have 2 readied models for the Thousand Suns, so they'll fire first. We're going to start here. We're going to fire across the field at this Gretchin here. I think I'm within 12. I'm not actually sure, though. Oh, yeah, easily within 12. So 4 shots here. You will be obscured thanks to this terrain and that terrain and your small body. So hitting on 4s. 4 shots, hitting on 4s. Okay, we get 2 hits. It's going to be strength 4 to your toughness 2, so 2s to wound. Only 1 wound, but that's all we need. It's AP -2, so no save for the poor luckless Gretchin. And it's an injury roll. I'll be looking for a 5-up because you're within an inch of the obscuring terrain here. Looking for a 5-up. No. Just a flesh wound. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. So he's fired. And then we'll go over here to our demolition specialist. Surely he'll kill this Gretchin here. 4 shots from him, hitting on 4s for obscurement again. That's 3 hits. This is going to be wounding on 2s. That's 3 wounds. Injury roll is just a flesh wound. Oh no.
All that firepower just out in the air. It's just.
Oh man.
Well, he's little. He's little. He's hard to get.
He's just a little guy. All right. So then it's going to be dropping down to non-readied models.
Okay.
Starting with player with initiative. That's going to be your leader here.
Just my leader, because
well, I mean, technically he can fire.
Oh, that's true.
He can fire across here, or he can fire at these guys if he wants. But
is he within 12 though?
He is definitely within 12 here because I just measured that, like comfortably.
Oh, okay.
And I'm positive
he can only
he's within
fire
12
once,
there.
right?
I would suggest firing your leader first, though, because your leader may not survive this guy. We'll find out.
Okay. All right, so I have a custom Shoota.
Yep.
I kind of just like moved these guys all wrong, didn't I, when I did my deployment?
Well, you know, it's your first time piloting the Orks, so
true.
It happens.
Okay,
I mean, let's be honest, the game state's not that bad for the Orks right now, though.
I guess so. Okay. So I don't really need to worry about range because, of course, they're within 18 inches.
They're right there.
I got 4 attacks.
And
so...
who would you like to shoot at?
Oh, I guess your leader.
Oh, it's a leader on leader again.
I mean, they just, you know, they've got some bad blood here at this point.
They do. Now, you'll be hitting on 6s because you advanced, and that's an assault weapon.
Right.
So 4 shots hitting on 6s, re-rolling 1s for bad moons.
I got 1. I got 1.
1 hit. Re-roll the 1 there.
And re-roll.
Re-rolling the 1 for bad moons. No. Okay, so just 1 hit.
Okay.
Strength 4 to toughness 4 is 4s for a wound. Uh-oh, we've got a 2-up Terminator save. We make it. Okay. Whew, nice and easy. So then Next up it goes, that's gonna be...
Now I can only do my grots.
Yeah, you only have your grots. Well, he advanced, so he can't fire. But it's my turn to fire next. I'm gonna try to light you up with my heavy warp flamer into your leader. D6 auto hits. It's the big 6. The big 6 auto hits. These are strength 5 to your toughness 4, so this is gonna be 3s to wound here. That's not bad, that's 4 wounds. These are at AP minus 2, I think. So you're going to get a 4-up save here from these.
I roll.
You can just roll those if you want, yeah. 4-ups. Oh, makes 3 of them. Only takes 1 wound. So he's on 2 wounds. He's got 1 wound remaining.
He's in it. He's in it to win it.
Now we drop back down to the orcs. This grot advanced and has a pistol, so can't fire. But this grot just moved. Yeah. And can fire, but is outside of long range, and anyone they fire at is going to be obscured, so it's just going to be a 6. So.
All right, well, I will attempt. So I might as well go after the leader. Plus, this guy's like, hey, I gotta
protect the boss.
Support the boss. Yeah, I gotta protect the boss.
All right, so hitting on a 6.
Oh, shoot.
So that's strength 3 to toughness 4. Wounds on a 5-up. Oh! Okay. He's a Terminator, though. He's a Terminator. So he's got a 2-up save.
Nope.
Okay, he makes it. Whew.
Gosh.
Whew.
Man,
okay.
It was supposed to be his day.
And with that, we'll go into the fight phase. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
No,
I have my guy to shoot.
Yeah,
here.
you still.
I'm gonna shoot at your leader.
Oh,
I'm gonna shoot at your leader. 4 shots into your leader.
This is when it all goes
hitting
downhill.
on 4s. That's a 6 over there, so only 2 hits, but 4s to wound here. No wounds.
Ooh, nice. All right.
That is officially it.
All right.
So we'll swing on into the fight phase. It is the Zealot Twistbray against your Meganob. He's got 4 attacks because he is charged. 2 attacks base, +1 for his Tzaangor blades, +1 for being a Zealot and charging. So we'll go ahead and swing those now, hitting on 3s. Okay.
Like all of them.
All of them, yep. And then now he is normally strength 4, but because he's a Zealot and charged, he becomes strength 5. So wounding on 3s, that's 3 wounds. Wow. Now he's AP -1, and you have a 2-up save, so that's going to be 3 3-up saves you're looking for. Oh, only makes 1. So 2 goes through, so he takes 2 wounds, but he's still up. So now it's your turn to swing back, your combat specialist.
He's got 5 attacks, huh?
He's got 5 attacks. He hits on 4s because the killsaws are unwieldy.
Because I got the. Can I just keep?
Yeah,
that?
You want to keep that? Go for it. Came out of your hand. That's fine.
All right, whatever.
All right, so he's got 3 hits.
All right, 3 hits. 3 hits.
All right, and then that's a toughness 4 model there. So strength 10 from the killsaws.
So I'm hitting on 2s.
So, yep, wounding on 2s.
Sorry, wounding on 2s.
Oh, it's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. All right, now he's got a 5-up invulnerable save for his Blessed of Tzaangor. Oh, and he makes them both. He's fine.
Wow.
All right, so that is it. I do have 2 CP. I could use, I think it's called Cycle of Slaughter. It lets me fight again. I'm going to do it. I think it's just 2 CP. Let me check. So I'm going to spend my 2 CP for that, but it lets my Tzaangor fight an additional time. So he gets 4 more attacks, hitting on 3s. 3 hits.
Oh my god.
Wounding on 3s because of zealotry. Only 1 wound, but that's all he needs. It's AP -1, so a 3-up save is required. It's a save or injury test sort of thing. Okay, makes it. So 2 CP,
Still
not
alive.
quite well spent. So we'll go ahead and go into the morale phase. For the orcs, you've got 3 out of action and 2 on flesh wounds, which means you do need to check for breakage because you have more than half either out of action or flesh wounded. So you'll need to roll 2d6, and it must not exceed your highest leadership, which is 7. So you've rolled an 8. Ouch. So you do break. That's a problem for the orcs. It happens. So now everybody in the kill team needs to take a nerve test.
Okay, so I'm going to start with this guy because he has the best chances of passing.
Yep, passing his nerve test here. So
I
you
gotta
roll a single
single
die. He's leadership is, I believe, a Meganob. Meganob is leadership 6. So
Okay.
we've got, just to go over it, we've got a +3 from these guys, but then you've got a friendly model that's not shaken within 2 inches, so that's a -1. So you've got a +2 to your roll. So basically, on a 1 through 4, you'll be fine. On a 5 or a 6, you'll shake. But actually, so only on a 5 you'll shake, because a 6, because it's a Meganob, he's got keep in order. So on an unmodified 6 always passes. So basically, don't roll a 5 and you're fine.
Tempting fate here.
Oh, he's fine because of keep in order. That's it, keep in order.
He's keeping order.
We'll keep in order. So now, probably your best bet is to do
He's
your
not
leader
my
next.
leader, though. So
No,
that's okay,
no,
though?
yeah,
okay.
that's fine. So now your,
All right,
your
I'll
next
do
best
my
bet is your leader.
So I've
he's
gotta-
leadership 7.
He's leadership 7 +2.
So you're in the same
so-
boat. Just don't roll a 5.
Oh, man. Or +3.
Oh, keep
my
in
God.
order! Keep in order, lads.
Where
We're
were
sticking
these
in it.
6s earlier?
Okay, your next best bet is
okay.
this guy now. So he's got he's got leadership 4. He's got a +3. So basically, and then he's got a +2 because he's got the friendly model. So a +2. So basically, on a 1 and a 6, you're fine. On a 1, 2, and 6, you're fine. So that's what you're looking for this little Gretchin is a 1, 2, or
God.
6. It's a 6! It's keep in order!
Keep it order.
Keep in order, lads. Stay in it. All right. And then now this guy, basically he needs a natural 1 to pass.
Oh, God.
A natural 1 is the only thing that'll pass for this Gretchin. Okay, so he's shaken. So that's fine, though. That's fine. All right, and then now for the Thousand Suns, again, I've got 2. I got one out of action, 1 with a flesh wound, so we don't need to test for breakage at all, and we're fine. And I would do, again, I'd need a nerve check there, but we're fine again. Scoring,
right.
I have 2 models here with holding the objective to your 1, so I hold the center, and I have 2 outside objectives, so I get 2 points, bringing it up to a tie game. And with that, we'll go into initiative for round 3. Thousand Suns, roll a 4. Orks, roll a 4. So we'll re-roll it. Thousand Suns with a 10 this time. Orks with a 5. Okay, so Thousand Suns with the initiative. All right, so we're almost done with the Thousand Suns movement phase. Basically, what we've done is we've readied here. We've readied here. Our leader advanced rolling a 6, so I've jumped over onto this objective since this model is shaken. My Zealot decided to stay in combat here, and then I'm going to charge your leader with my Terminator here. So would you like to take Overwatch or retreat?
I'll take Overwatch, I guess, right?
All right, and so, yeah, so you can either throw a stick bomb for D6 shots at strength 3, or you can do your custom Shoota for 4 shots at strength 4.
I'll do my custom Shoota.
Okay. All right, let's see it. So 4 shots from the custom Shoota, looking for 6s. Doesn't get a single one. All right, so then I'm only an inch away, so I can't fail, so I'm just going to move him in. No roll required. I don't really want to jump back behind you or anything like that. So that's it for Thousand Suns movement phase.
I think that's it for Orks movement phase,
so
too.
because you're going to stay in combat here?
I mean, yeah.
I think it's the best option.
Yeah.
And then your guy, I assume, is going to stay here.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, maybe you want to move him. You probably could move him out of line of sight from this guy if you want. So that'll be it for Orks movement phase. We'll go into the Psychic phase. It's going to be a really quick one. There's no need to pause in between here. So Psychic phase, we're just going to see if we can Psybolt this poor Gretchin off the face of the planet. We get it with a 10, so it is 1 mortal wound. You already have a flesh wound there, so it's just going to be straight to an injury roll, looking for a 3-up. No. No, it's just another flesh wound.
He's a tough cookie.
Yeah, what's up with these tough grots? Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery grots. Yeah. All right. So that's it. That's into the shooting phase then.
Okay.
Again, really, really quick, easy ones that we're going to do. So now we'll start off with our demolition specialist into this Gretchin. We got to kill this Gretchin. I mean, my goodness me.
Unkillable.
So that's going to
No,
be
he's
4
not.
hits.
Okay.
That's going to be 4 hits. We like that. It's 2s to wound. It's going to be 3 wounds. Goes through your save. It's to an injury roll. This time we're looking for a 2-up on the injury roll. Okay, there we go.
Well, y'all gotta go sometime, huh?
Here we go. So he's out of action, so we like that. We'll just boop, and we'll get him out of there. Blap. And oddly enough, that's going to be it for the shooting phase because everyone
my
else
2 last remaining guys are in combat.
Right, so we advanced here, so even though he can see across to this Gretchin, I can't fire because it's a rapid fire weapon. He's fired now, and he can't see. So we are going straight into the combat phase coming up next. So we're in the fight phase. It would be the Thousand Suns first, but Carly has elected to use Decisive Strike on her leader.
Yeah, I'm going to use Decisive Strike because that's my only chance.
So that's your 2 CP
it's my
gone.
only fighting chance.
And now he's got 3 attacks. He normally would be hitting on 4s because -1 for the Power Claw, but your kill team did just break. So you do have an additional -1 to hit. So you're going to be hitting on 5s.
Okay.
So 3 attacks hitting on 5s here for the Orks.
Right.
Oh no. Oh, out. So with that, we'll swing on into the Thousand Suns. I'll swing over here with my Tzaangor since now this Marine is safe. So we'll do the Tzaangor next. He's got only 3 attacks this time because he didn't charge. Hitting on 3s. Only gets 2 of them hitting. Only strength 4 now because I didn't charge. So wounding on 4s. That's going to be 1 wound there at AP -1. So 1 3-up save for your combat specialist. Makes it just fine.
Right.
Okay. Now your combat specialist can swing back. 5 attacks, hitting on 5s here.
Oops.
2 hits so far. We dropped that last die. 2 hits. Okay. So 2 hits. Now you got a wound here on 2s. Gets 1 wound. 5-up invuln save from the Tzaangor.
Oh my
Makes
God.
it again. The saves, obviously blessed by Tzaangor.
Oh.
So now we'll go into this Terminator here. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's only 1 wound. It is AP -3, but it's a 5-up save. Just 1, yep. 5-up save.
Oh my gosh.
It's 1 damage. It's an injury roll. It's an out of action. Oh, sad day for the Orks.
I already used my...
Yep.
Oh, man.
And then at that point, we have our morale phase to go to. You've already broken, so you don't have to test for breakage, but you do have to do your nerve checks here. So you'd want to do your orc
songs
here again. So basically, once again,
the orcs are happy to die, right? They're singing their happy
well, you see, if
songs.
they die, it don't count because they
Okay,
died
gotcha.
fighting.
Yeah.
So you have a 4 out of action, 5 out of action even. So basically, you need a 1 or a 6 here for him. Oh, he's fine. And then you need a 1 or a 6 for the Gretchin that's behind him. Okay, he's shaken.
Okay.
All right. So with that means all you have is him active. For the Thousand Suns, again, no break check required. Even the nerve check, because we're leadership 8 over here, we're fine. So we get 3 points for the Thousand Suns, bringing us up to 5 points for the game. That was round 3. Mm-hmm. So we could do round 4, but at this point, I do think that the game is decided.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's it. That's it. It's going to be a Thousand Suns victory. We're going to talk about it. So there you have it. Thousand Suns victory. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah. Woo.
Boo.
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
home team either way for
Yeah.
me. So,
Yeah.
good stuff. I actually thought after that first round, before your Demolitions guy died, I thought you had the game, actually, with that, the early, you killed my veteran specialist, you were getting the 2 points, you had consolidated into my my 2 Terminators, my leader and my Warp Flamer guy, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to kill you here, you know, because you were at full health. I got very, very lucky that you failed the save. That's what it was. I got very lucky that you failed a 3-up save. Had you passed that save, I think you would have won the game.
Well, you know, I think the turning point, too, is not making that charge across the board, which, I mean, that was a long shot charge anyway, so that was a silly thing to count on, but that could have, you know, really made a difference because of...
because of the extra shooting that I was able to...
And I kind of maybe misappropriated my strength or whatever in my deployment, but... You know, it's okay.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like you said, like we were talking about, it's your first time playing the Orks, first time playing Meganobs. So, I mean, like, you know, it's a learning curve for when you're bringing new models. Every time I bring a new model to the table, it's like, what do I do with this? You know.
Well, it's good though.
I thought
they died fighting.
Yeah, exactly. They died fighting, so it don't count.
Then I win anyway, right?
That's right. That's right. They won anyway. They got to have a good scrap.
Won.
Yeah. Any do you think any MVPs for your team?
Well, there's that one little grot that just wouldn't die, right?
Yeah.
What?
He was just staying in it.
He was like, I got a job to do. I got to keep these Meganobs going. And now, the accent for these Orks is just all over the place, really. But
I love it. It's great.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the it's sad that I deployed my double kill saw guy, because I think if he had kind of been able to be the one fighting in the middle, he probably could have maybe taken out somebody a little bit better, and then I would have maintained control over the middle objective a little longer. But
well, and it hurt too that your team broke. That's always really harsh. That's one of the big weaknesses of the Orks, is that they break easily because even their highest leadership is not that high, which is unfortunate.
Well, they got the team effort going, right? That's what that speaks to, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very, I don't know where I was going with that. Opposite of oligarchic, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to edit that out. You know. The Thousand Suns, what'd you think? I like them. I like the Thousand Suns.
They're cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Psychic powers are fun and dangerous, you know. I was really worried that initial perils. I was like, do I re-roll the psychic test, or do I just hope to re-roll the injury roll? And I was like, because I really wanted the D3 mortal wounds, because if I could have just taken you out with the psychic, with the psi bolt right at the top, then that would have been really nice.
But that was a great moment off the top. You know,
perils, go through all that.
I remember when we were talking about it leading up to the game, and you were like, but if I roll snake eyes or boxcars, and then right off the bat, it's boxcars. So you know, it's the kind of luck you need in Vegas.
There you go.
But they're cool. I remember when we were first starting to learn kill team and everything. The teams that we had didn't have psychic abilities, and so it was just sort of like you know, no, we don't have to worry about that, or we won't worry about that, or whatever. Right, we won't worry
about learning it just yet. But then now.
But now it adds that like extra layer, I suppose.
It adds an extra layer to think about, to strategize over. I don't know how I feel about Thousand Suns Terminators, because I feel like Rubrics are just as good, you know, as Terminators, and they're like half the cost. So, you know, I mean, but they do have the power swords, which is nice.
Do they have a different number of wounds they can take?
They have an extra wound, and they have one more save because they're Terminator armor versus power armor, and they have like the heavy warp flamer access and stuff like that. So I mean, there are things that are cool about them. But I feel like Rubrics are just as good. You know?
Well, as with everything, it kind of just also depends on how the cookie crumbles,
Yeah,
as it
it's
were,
true.
you
It's
know,
true,
and
yeah.
whether or not that ends up being worth it or not. Like, because that's the thing, reading the stats of the killsaws. I didn't even get to use. I barely got to use the killsaws.
Yeah,
so
well,
it's
and it was
like,
going up into
that's
this
like
guy
one of
and-
the strongest, or actually even more than that, my Skorcha.
Yeah, he just dove
Like,
into combat.
You know, I don't know. I started out not wanting to be a weenie and hide my leader in the back, so I was like, no, I'll just, you know, he's a leader.
He leads from the
He
front.
leads. And, you know, but then he ended up bearing the brunt of most of the combat, even though he
Yeah.
had my arguably
Yeah.
weakest weapon. But
That's okay, though. Well, you know, you had a really cool moment with your morale saves. Mm-hmm. You got the keep in order. They're
got the-
keeping
yeah.
order.
So, if nothing else, he led
He did.
this little motley crew.
Motley crew, yeah.
Well, I was actually, when you were talking about named models or not, and I was like, well, they're the nobility, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking if I was going to do like a king, a queen, and a jack or something, and so I think this is the king.
That's the king, yeah.
This is the queen.
It's the queen, okay.
Queen Meganob. Queen Meganob. I don't know. I was trying to I don't know, a Norp. That's
Norp.
a Norp.
Hey, you know.
Meganorp. And then,
That's
my
the
dad.
slow one. Meganorp. Norp. Nice. Any other
yeah.
big thoughts about the game or the terrain or the mission or anything?
Yeah, it's a fun mission. I mean, it is interesting how much it makes the action very central to that middle objective.
Oh yeah, it's all about the center of the
If
board.
you don't have that, you got nothing.
You got nothing.
And
Doesn't matter,
yeah. Well, that's when I couldn't charge your other guy. I mean, basically, I had already figured that you were gonna have command of the middle at that point. Mm-hmm. And so at that point, it was really just the idea that I would keep you from getting 2 points instead of 1.
Right.
Which I didn't really have a plan after that anyway, and you continued on to go ahead.
Well, you know, it's fluffy, right? The planners,
Yeah.
the not planners,
Yeah.
you know, there you go.
Yeah, but the board is very cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, Carly, thank you for playing today, and maybe we'll see you on
Maybe.
more. Yeah,
Who knows?
and thank you guys for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. And then comment down below. You know, if you saw us make any rules mistakes, of course, as always, 10 internet points to the first person who points out one, 5 internet points to the second person, and no internet points for anybody else. You know, maybe at the end of the year, I'll tally up all the internet points
What
and have
if I
something fun.
purposely got a rule wrong just so I could get the internet points?
No,
I'm salivating for those
Yeah, you
internet
don't get any
points. Oh.
internet points if you participate in the channel. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
God,
and
who makes these rules?
of course, we do. Of course, it's wonky rules writing, just as GW would have it.
Wonky rules writing for Warhammer Wednesdays.
There you go. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see us in the feed every week. It's the best way to support us. And if you do want to support us in other ways, we have a Patreon. We have these cool shirts that you can check out. Links are all in the description. And we will see you next week. Bye.